Hello and welcome to another tutorial video. In the previous video, I demonstrated how to install your Java development kit as well as IntelliJ on your computer. And I also showed you how to set up a Java project on IntelliJ. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy way to install IntelliJ and Java development kits using a tool known as Homebrew. So Homebrew is an open source package management solution that helps you install applications easily on your computer. Homebrew is compatible with macOS and Linux, and there is also a similar package management solution on Windows known as Winget. So if you're on Windows, you can install Winget, and if you're on macOS, you use Homebrew. So in order for us to use Homebrew to install other applications, we first of all have to install Homebrew on our system by going to this web page, which is brew.sh, and then copying the installation command and running it on our terminal. So I'll do just that by launching my terminal, control space, type in terminal, paste the command, and then run it. Now this asks me for my laptop password. So while the installation is ongoing, there are certain things that we need to understand about Homebrew in order to use it for installing applications. So the first one is the brew install command. Now the brew install command is used for installing software or packages or applications that do not have a user interface. So we simply type in brew install and the name of the application. Now in order for us to install applications with user interface like the IntelliJ IDE, we use the command brew install cask and the name of the application. So for our JDK, what that simply means is we are going to use the brew install Java or JDK. So, but if you are not sure of the command to use, you simply search this on Google, say brew install JDK, and that tells us that to install JDK we can use this brew install open. So you simply just copy the command and run it on our terminal. So this tells me that brew has already been open JDK has already been installed on my system, and you can check the version that has been installed by using Java version. You can as well check the version of brew that has been installed on your system by doing this. And in order for us to install IntelliJ, we can as well search for brew install IntelliJ Community Edition. Remembering that we have two editions of IntelliJ. We have the open source, which is the community edition, and then we have the premium edition, which is the ultimate edition of IntelliJ. So for us to install the community edition, we can copy this command, and let me clear this, and then install this. But I already have IntelliJ installed on my system, so I will just end the installation process and clear. Now that we have installed IntelliJ and JDK on our system, we can launch our IntelliJ IDE to create a new project. So we create a new project and we can call this brew installation app. We leave all the defaults. Make sure you select Java as the language and Gradle as the build system, and then you can as well select a different JDK. So remember that the JDK is an open source project, and so we can have different versions of JDK to download online. So but I'll leave it as this JDK 17, and then Groovy open advanced settings and make sure that my group ID is still com.johnson, and then I create my project. So while IntelliJ is creating our project, we can look at the project structure on the left side of the text editor. Now you will see that, let me close this for a second. Now you see that we have a project folder here, which is the Brew installation app. If we open up the folder or the package, we see we have other folders as well. And for now, our main concern is in the SRC folder, which stands for the source folder. Once we expand this folder, we see we have the main folder and the test folder as well. The main folder hosts all the files, all our codes that we need in order to ship our application, while the test folder is mainly for it's a development process for us to write test cases for our app. So usually when you're creating an application, you can write a series of code that tests the application to see if it meets if certain functionalities work well. So we have our main folder and we have our test folder. So expanding our main folder, you see we have our com.johnson package. We can open up this main folder and see that this is our main.java has the package com.johnson. And then we also have an important file as well, which is the build.gradle that hosts all our dependencies. So all the libraries that we need in our project is declared here. Now we see we have our Java, we have our group ID, we have our group that stands for our package com.johnson, but I would like to change our package name from com.johnson to com.jhim. So I'll simply change this com.jhim. So while I change the package on our build.gradle file, if I go to my main.java, I still have com.johnson here, but I would like to change this as well. I can change this here, but changing the package name here will simply mean that I'm only changing the package name for this file. So in order for me to change the package name appropriately, I'll open up my Java folder and click on the com.johnson, right click on it and go to refactor. Rename the package to com.jhim, and that changes the package name of my project. So now that we have changed the package name of our project, I simply remove some code that are not relevant in order to make this as simple as possible. So in this tutorial, I've been able to demonstrate how to install IntelliJ and Java development kits using a package management solution known as Homebrew. And I've also shown you how to change the package name of your project. In the subsequent tutorial videos, I would introduce you to the Java programming language and how to use Java programming language to create applications, and I will also explain what all these mean in this file. We have our public class main, we have public static void main. So I'm going to explain all this in the next tutorial video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.